Political pundits in Nigeria believe that a system in which multiple political parties run for national elections and all have the capacity to gain control of government offices will be good for Nigeria. The pundits, which cut across various civil society organizations, say that a multi-party system is commendable considering the state of disunity in the country. They were speaking on the sidelines of a political party debate session with the theme Increasing Number of Political Parties in Nigeria and Access to Ballots in 2019.
I think today here we've actually had political parties talking more about the need for us not only to have more political parties, but for more political parties to come on board to enrich and deepen, the engagement of people in society. And I think one of the key things that I personally take out from this discussion is that it's not just about the number. The number can be 100 or 200, but most significant thing is that that space is given to citizens to constructively engage in the entire process, and also the quality of political parties in terms of the agenda setting, in terms of having a well conceptualized ideology to drive the engagement in the entire process. I think that is something that I think is most significant, and that we add more value to the electoral process in the country.
I find it worrying that educated people talk about deregistering political parties. You don't deregister political parties, but you can say you need to win 4 or 5 councillorship seats to be able to contest in XY kind of election. But in terms of whether there are many of them, we are going to have more. We are going to have, political parties that are even municipal, that just think in terms of how to better Abuja. And that will become the ideology. That will become what they pursue. You cannot say they can't exist by law. That will be anti-democratic, and it will be infringing on the right of citizens. But INEC needs to do the necessary hard work of working through some kind of mechanics that will help to determine how you appear on the ballot.
Part of the reason why we are still in the crisis that we are in today, that people recognize that we have a challenge and that we have a problem, but that people say it has become part of our culture and we should not do anything about it. Part of a regulation that INEC can make is to also introduce sanctions for breaking INEC rules. Because after all, you did say that if political parties do not meet the 2/3 requirement, you are not going to register them because you are fulfilling, those provisions. So I think that part of our challenge is that every time we have a problem, rather than try to address them and solve it, we take solace in the fact that there is no provision of the law to address the problem, and we are now looking for a new law to do that.